When I'm working with leaders in large organisations, there's an obvious question around the investment to continue developing leaders. And that's an important question to evaluate and know what your return is. But today what I want to talk about is the cost of inaction. So recently, with the war in the Middle East and all of the implications of that, what I've noticed is that there's been a real reluctance for organisations to invest time, energy and yes, money in developing their leaders. And my question is, what is that costing them? You know, what about the situation where, you know, you have a leader and their communication isn't bad, but maybe it's not good either. And so there are
1 kilometer in 10 minutes, 15
genuine
seconds.
relationships, you know, build that trust and connection with their people, you know, isn't ideal. And as a consequence, their people don't have the clarity around what's important. They don't feel like they're being kept up to date. You know, that has an impact on how much effort they put in and whether they volunteer their great ideas and all of that sort of thing. There is a cost to that. What about the situation where you've got a leader who's in a highly reactive space all the time? They never actually get to the strategic stuff. What's the cost of that? Oh, big truck going by. You know, if your leaders are not contributing at the highest level, which is the strategic, the things that are going to move the needle, make the difference in 6 months' time, bring ideas to life that improve the way that you operate, the efficiency, that bring new product to market, all of those things. If we're not doing that, what's the cost of that? There are so many things that we need to think about. What if we have leaders who are not ready for the next opportunity? Leadership talent pipelines globally are not robust. Only about 11% of organisations really believe that they have a robust leadership talent pipeline, which means everybody else's is fragile. And that means that you have a big risk when it comes to replacing key leaders, executive leaders, you know, leaders to replace leaders, all the way down the chain. That's an exposure, and there is a cost to that. So when you next think about investing or not investing in your leaders, don't just look at the outlay of funds, time, energy to invest in developing your leaders. Also consider the cost of inaction. What is it costing you to keep things as they are and make no difference? I'd love to know your thoughts.